uniformly, randomly, in search of paradise clarity. And this poem is called Wipes Counters. I know y'all know a little bit about that because essentially that's all you do as a grown adult. But even before I was an adult, I found myself wiping a lot of counters. So, anyway, I'll read it and explain. Enters kitchen. Takes and washes bowls and cups, pots and pans, clattering loud as fast as they can. Snatch the knives, the forks, the spoons, toss the foil, swoosh like balloons. Cutting boards and baking sheets, shears and spatulas. Oh, what feats! From every drawer and cabinet high, grab 'em, scrub 'em, and splish splash, and don't cry. Wipes counters, makes food from the refrigerator. Wipes counters, opens and then examines the contents like a diligent investigator. Wipes counters, decides which foods to insert in their proper pans and storage container. Wipes counters, stirs pot occasionally, realigning the seasonings is a no-brainer. Wipes counters, transfers foods from the pot to the plate. Wipes counters, scrapes the crumbs into the Tupperware box for a leftover evening date. Wipes counters. Wipes counters. Wipes counters. It's not just the kitchen, but everywhere I go, I just flow. Wiping counters from the surface to the floors, whether faucet, table, or porcelain doors. I'm wiping counters. By wiping counters, we're making clean the scene of the ever-changing resting place. This is an ongoing replacement of whatever is left over to trace as to erase any remnant waste. Leaves kitchen. Wipes counters. All right, so how many times do you approximately wipe the counter when you're cooking? Because if you're cooking, you're inevitably cleaning because no one likes a dirty, messed up kitchen. And when you're wiping a counter, I don't know, you might use paper towels, which is very wasteful, or a sponge, a rag, and then you have to wash the rag, of course. I mean, people use paper towels, I think, excessively. I am guilty of that. I ain't gonna even lie. But you gotta wipe the counter because something is always gonna remain. And wiping a counter is essential to cooking, to cleaning. And even if the counter is clean, you wipe it anyway. So, this poem was inspired by that tread, wiping counters. You just wipe the counters. You just cooked, you wipe the counters. You put the food in the refrigerator, you wipe the counters. You're wiping the refrigerator, you're wiping the stove, you're cleaning the floor, the door. That's the service of being diligent with taking and receiving. I hope this poem has inspired you, made you smile, laugh. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for listening. An update, there are new things coming along. My editing process for editing, I said that interestingly. My editing process for my newest book, Regurgitation of Information, has been delayed. As I mentioned weeks ago, if you didn't know, I'm in the process of releasing a book, but that's not going to come until later because I'm still in search of a new computer. I'm doing a lot of that on my phone, but it's just better for me to be on the computer. That I know. So that's being in process. But until then, you can keep up with all of what I do on my website, paradiseclarity.com, gesturebuttontherapy.com. Thank you for listening. Blessings. Buttons. URISOPC. Uniformly, randomly, in search of paradise clarity.